Wise, we back. I got a special guest. Hey, I'm gonna let him talk his shit, man. Where you from? Let the people know, man. What's your name? Where you from? What's
Yo, what up,
happening?
man? This Snow, they call me Snow. My page, my channel is Hard Time on the Front Line, no spaces, all that. I'm from Tidewater, Virginia, 75, whatever you want to call it, Seven City. Yeah. Shit, I've been
Alright,
going the
yeah.
fuck up. I've been going up on Instagram, so goddamn I'm trying to bring some of that love over here and shit.
Yeah, shout out to Virginia. I got a few homies in Virginia. There's a lot of content creators, a lot of YouTubers from Virginia. Shout out to
Definitely
Good
that.
Land. Shout out to Jay Williams. I had Jay Williams pull up. We did a podcast. We did a few podcasts on live on the YouTube Streets podcast. But he actually came to Boston from Virginia, and we did a podcast in person on Scandalous World Podcast, Bounce Back TV. He came all the way from Virginia. He came to Boston. We hit a Red Sox game, so I fuck with Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. Salute.
Yeah, hell yeah. I just did an interview on Jay Williams. If y'all might have seen that joint.
Word, I'm gonna have to peep that. I didn't even get to see that shit yet.
Yeah, he just dropped that joint. Well, it's three parts. He just dropped the last part, like Monday or some shit. Not
Oh
this
yeah, I
past
think I
Monday,
did
but
see it. I didn't get to watch the whole shit, but I did see it.
yeah.
That's the homie though. That's the homie. Salute. Big shout out to Jay. Salute.
He good peoples, man. He been showing me the way with this shit a little bit.
Yeah, he's solid. He actually, he taught me a lot when I first started the YouTube. He's like, yo, avoid the comments, stay away from the troll shit. You know what I mean? Like between him and a few of the other big homies, he told me what to do. A few of them told me what not to do, and I took a little bit from each one of them and did my own little recipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I did a lot of, like, before he ever had me on, like I went and I looked at like other people he had on his shit and was like, I was just studying which ones did right and which ones did wrong, which ones ended up capitalizing off that shit and which ones fumbled the sack.
Yeah, facts.
So
A lot of people get an opportunity and they fumble the bag. You know what I mean? You got to take
yeah.
advantage of that shit. Timing is everything. So if you ain't
Mhm.
on time with this shit, it's gonna blow right by. You gotta stay
Yeah, you know what's
consistent.
crazy? Because before he took me on there, I had just when I first got his attention, I had just started. Because bro, I've only been doing this for 2 months, about, you know what I'm saying. And when I first got his attention, I had like one viral video on TikTok. It had like 80,000 views or something. And and that was when he first agreed, like, I bet we about to do an interview, woo, woo, woo. And then we did the interview and shit. But before he ever edited it, before he ever posted it, nothing, I just started blowing up crazy on Instagram. Like, you know what I'm saying? The hell are you
Yeah,
barking
that's
at?
what's up. Yeah, I peeped the
Yeah, bro.
Instagram. That shit's lit up. You got a lot
Yeah.
of trolls too. You was talking about that behind the scenes. You was talking about the trolls, man. They be going
Yeah.
in.
I love that shit though, man. That shit, cause all it do for me is give me an opportunity to show my viewers, like, bro, I'm not these other, feel me, fucking YouTubers and shit, man. Like, this shit I'm talking about, like, I know that a lot of people might look at the way I am, and especially the way I used to be, as like goofy and shit, and I do too. Like, that's the point of me doing this. Like,
Right.
I look at the same way y'all looking at, like, bro, what the fuck was
Yeah.
I doing? Like,
That's
that
why
shit
we
was
grow and
dumb.
mature. It's
You know what I'm
rehabilitation.
saying?
That's
I'm
you know what I'm
looking at it
saying.
that same way. So I'm tired of people in the comments, oh, you think this shit's cool, or you think, no, that's the
Nah, we
point.
ain't
I
here to
used to think
glorify
it's cool.
nothing. Yeah,
And I still have that brainwash mentality into thinking that shit's cool. But I know that is wrong, and I'm currently trying to change myself from that way of thinking.
well,
And that's
that's
the
what's
whole
up.
point of my channel. If you go look, it say, like, I'm on the road to unlearning evil, bro. Like, I'm not
Hell yeah.
trying to sit up here and act like I'm just the best world I
Nah,
done
trolls
recovered and
trolls
shit.
come with the this shit comes with the territory. You know how it go. It's a part of the
Yeah, a
game.
lot.
It's free. I look at it like this. It's free promotion. As long
That's
as
a
they
fact, bro.
watching, they racking the numbers up. Keep watching. Keep hating. Let them think what they want. Just keep doing you. It's all about being consistent with this shit.
Yeah, that's factual. Yeah, my shit been. I've been doing like at least like 4 or 5 videos a day on Instagram, and I say at least one of them hits like 15, 20K a day. But generally, if I post 5 videos, two of them is gonna hit like 15K plus that
Well,
first day. You go look at my shit right now. Every single day I posted the past week, I got a video with like 50K plus.
yeah, like I said, after we do this, we're just gonna tonight. We're just introducing him. We're letting the people know who he is, where he's from. We're gonna do a full interview on the YouTube Streets podcast. We're about to hit 40,000 subscribers on the podcast. So we're gonna do a full interview there. Tonight we just letting the people know who you are, where you at, where you from, where you came from. We letting them know. Tonight this is just an introduction, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it is baby stove for babies, man. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I just try to keep it real, okay? I'm trying to put out some real authentic content and showing how the shit really is from somebody that's like, you know what I'm saying? Not just been through it, but like was just going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just doing this shit we talking about, gang. Like what?
Yeah, the chat be going crazy. I just ended a live with Milk 74 from South Central. I don't know if you know Milk, but I just ended a live with him. So I
Yeah,
ended
I know.
that and I started this one. So it's gonna take a little while for people to get in here. But I just wanted to introduce you tonight. We're gonna do a full interview on the YouTube Streets podcast. But let's get into a little bit of your shit, right? So I
Yeah,
don't know what you can talk about, what you can't talk about, but let's
yeah,
talk about, like you from Virginia. You did time out there? You rode with
yeah,
anybody? With like, how
yeah.
was your time? Let's get into that a
I
little bit.
did.
What you can talk about.
So I mean, all right. So at first, at first I got sent to. Well, obviously I go to receiving, and then I went to St. Brad's. But St. Brad's,
Right.
legit.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, well, St. Brad's is a prison. It's like it's a level 2 open dorm type shit, but it's in my region. So no, it's in the 7 cities. So most of the people in there are from my region. So in there, it's like, I mean, it's gangland, but it's also like I said, it's a level 2. So it's a lot of, you know, people that normally wouldn't be on a compound in there. You know what I'm saying? Like sex offenders and shit like that. I would say it's like 40% sex offenders and then like 60% gang members, if that even makes sense. Like it's crazy. And, they call it a trick up camp because of that, because they'll put gang members in there and then they'll just fucking put a sex offender in the bed next to you. And like you kind of have no
Yeah.
choice but to
You're gonna
crash out.
crash out. Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Facts.
yeah, so boom, I go up there, I in Virginia, we bang our neighborhoods and shit. You feel me? At least in
Yeah.
my region. I mean, it's like that pretty much all over Virginia, but
That's how it out. That's how it out. That is out here in Boston. It ain't really. There's a lot of gangs, but it's more about what neighborhood, what city you from. It's more
yeah,
about
like
where you
these
from.
neighborhood gangs might have people that are like Bloods or Crips in them, but it's
Right.
really like neighborhood gangs. So
Yep.
like my neighborhood gang was 500 or 500 YNR, or it was just a couple names over the years and shit. But 500 was our real shit. 500 block. I'm from 500 block, and that's because on my buildings, on our apartment buildings, it was 500 this, 500 that. These like
Yep.
apartments had 500 on it, so that was our block. So growing up, that's just what I banged. You feel me? I would bang my neighborhood, and I get to prison, and a lot of my homeboys is blood. Like a lot of my people from my neighborhood is blood. So I grew up knowing a lot of the blood politics, but I get up the road and it was like a lot of the bloods is kind of. See, here's the thing with blood in VA, right? We kind of got like I almost want to call it an infestation with blood. It's like completely overran by bloods in DOC and Virginia, gang. I'm talking about like 50-5 in comparison to other games. Like you walk,
Damn.
if they having a meeting on the yard game, they might be 300-400 deep out that bitch.
Damn.
Like
Yeah, the
they
bloods be
deep.
deep in a lot of, in a lot of institutions. They got the nimbus.
Yeah, so the thing with that is though, they be having so many different sets, and then they be having just anybody. They be putting it's so many people I done met that are just should have never got put in a situation they got put in. And, so I just kind of gravitated towards the lows being locked up. So boom, then when I get sent from where I was at and I go up there gangland, I'm up on a level 5. Like I get sent to a level 5 because me and a couple of my guys from my neighborhood get into it with some Muslims on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's still a lot of gang politics going on in here, but like we're in my region. Like we're in the 7 cities. This prison is in my fucking backyard. So everybody in this bitch is from the fucking 7 cities.
Right.
So it's a lot of like city politics and like neighborhood politics still going on in there, almost like a city jail type of shit. So boom, so me and a couple of my homies get into it with the Muslims. I get sent up to the fucking mountains to a level 5 where it's straight gangland. I'm talking about it's
Yeah,
6
that's
phones.
different.
It's blood phone, Crip phone, Richmond phone, because Richmond City had enough people in there where they had a Richmond card and a Muslim phone. Like that's it. And at one point on my tier, it was 3 blood phones, 2 Crip phones, and a Richmond phone. It won't even no Muslim phone on my tier. But yeah, instantly I got up there. I just tapped in with the Lopes as soon as I got up there. No cap, everybody was trying to get me to be whatever the fuck, try to get me to be under him and shit. But I was just fucking with the Lopes heavy and shit. And then yeah, bro, they was just fucking with me hella hard. It was like they weren't even trying to force me into it or nothing, or they weren't even trying to. They was definitely trying to coerce me into it, like
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like peer pressure. But it was on some shit like, bro, you don't got to. Like I was the only person that wasn't Crip other than the Sereno dude. We was letting the Sereno use the Crip phone, but before I was Crip, I was the only civilian using the Crip phone. And period.
Oh, so you was
Period.
chilling with the Lokes before you even was official.
Yeah, factual. They always used to tell me like, bro, you might as well goddamn make this move, bro. You might as well make the move, like. I'm like, hell no, nah, like we'll do it. And then one day, I just kept thinking about it, bro. So, and I just kept talking to a couple of dudes. I'm like, bro, I'm grown as hell. Like, I'm not no like kid trying to join no game. Like, that's what I kept saying. Like, bro, what the fuck I look like joining the game, bro? Like, I'm grown as hell. They're like, bro, it's not even about that. Like, so, I mean, just over time, bro, I just started accepting the idea, and well, you know what I'm saying. One day, I'm just like, all right. I might be fucking with y'all, and then so boom, they put me under observation, and then you feel me? Got put on the hood. Had to go there, shoot my numbers and shit like that.
So once you started banging Crip, that shit come with a lot of smoke, or
Not I so for what for a long time in Virginia, we had this like sense that like white boys could not be Crip, white boys could not be blood, white boys could not be nothing, none of these shit.
I
You
was gonna
feel me?
ask you about that. Was the whites pressing you? But go ahead.
I would see in Virginia we don't have like it ain't no like racial segregation. It ain't no like
Yeah,
whites, blacks, Hispanic. The only people that kind of click up like that is like the Hispanics.
right,
The Hispanics might have we call it Nego phones. Well, that's the Nego phone.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And they be all different types of Hispanics, but they be all rocking together and shit. But,
Is the DMI still heavy up there or nah?
yeah, there's definitely some DMIs in there, but it wasn't none where I was at. I was fucking with some DMI dudes on my last bid. It was alright, but it just like I kind of felt like I was just cut from a different cloth type shit. Like there was some gangsta ass white boys in that shit for sure, but like I don't know, bro. I just kind of like I know I'm white, but I just gravitate towards black people, bro. It's
Yeah,
just a fact.
sometimes we're just a product of our environment. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah. It's just always been like that, gang. Like my little brothers is black, like my mama's kids is black, like little cousins is black, my little cousins is Mexicans, but like I never even grew up really seeing color like that. Like so
Yeah, I'm Irish, but my family's Italian, black. It's a mix. It's like you got all types of people. My
yeah,
family's deep.
My family's Italian, but like all my cousins and shit, they all got with like Mexicans and Hondurans and shit like that. And like my cousins are like my dad's age, so their kids are my age. So all my cousins that are like my age, my second cousins that are my age, they're all Mexican. Like all my cousins, I call fucking 10 of my cousins right now, and they all fucking Mexican. Like my kids is Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, but
So when you moved up from the level 2 to the level 5, it was a big difference, right?
bro, like night and day. Like night and day. It was a complete difference. Not just as far as being in a cell, but as far as the atmosphere and like the general mindset of people in there.
What about the
You
Bloods?
gotta
They had
you gotta go from where people are. Most people in here got 5 years or less. Well, I'd say probably 90% of the people up there got 5 years or less. It's definitely some people up there with 10 plus years, but generally you're gonna have less than a dub on St. Brad's, and generally you're gonna have less than fucking 10 up there. It's definitely a couple pods up there where there's people with 15 shit like that, but
Yeah.
most of the time people got like 5 pieces and shit like that up there. And so in the back of their head, even if they do got a long time, like in the back of their head, like they're coming home, like this is all temporary. You know what I'm saying? But when you get up to there in them high levels, it's like the whole mindset of it is like, this is where I live. Like this is my life. This is real life to me. This ain't no, yo, what's up, babe? I'm on this podcast thing. I told you that. What? Hold up.
Yeah, so that's the next guest on the YouTube Streets podcast. We're gonna be talking about Virginia, level two, from level two to level five. It's a big difference. That's a big difference. And he said the Bloods was deep out there. So we're gonna see how his time went on the level five and how it was for him riding with the Crips as a white boy, as a white Crip in Virginia on a level five. So stay tuned. You know the drill. It's your boy Blue Eyes, Scandalous Squad still. You know the Drizzy. Salute to the whole Squizzy. Scandalous Squad, Stick Up Squad, Shamrock Squad. You know what it is. YouTube Streets Podcast. Next guest right there. We're gonna have Milk74. We're gonna have him back. I'm gonna drop his YouTube in the chat in the comments. I'm gonna drop the link in the description so you can go check out his YouTube, his Instagram, and all that shit. Stay tuned because I'm just getting started. I'm just figuring this shit out today. I just figured this shit out today, how to do these lives with one guest at a time. So I'm gonna be doing them back to back. Your boy Blue Eyes will be back. Scandalous Squadster, Malda Made Mass Mobster. You know what it is. Salute. My guy right here. My day one right here. Cash Money. It's your guy Blue Eyes, Boston Boss, Scandalous Squadster, Malda Made Mass Mobster. Shout out to the troops. Salute.